Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm very happy today, really happy because I'm discussing HR. I feel like there's a joy and passion and glee. Can you guys see it in my smile when I'm discussing things that are called HR? I like talking about employability. I love it. CV, cover letters, how to ace an interview, how to ask for more money at work. I love it. But when I'm discussing HR, it's like, I'm talking my thing. I think the next thing I like more than HR right now is women football, but yeah. So today I'm discussing like a core HR topic, and if you're a founder, a business owner, or an HR professional, you would find this helpful. And even if you are none of this, if you're a line manager at work, a team lead, you would also find this helpful. Today I'm talking about how to build the best place to work. If I ask you now, where is your dream place to work? You would mention, Netflix or Google or Paystack, Cowrywise. Let me ask you, leave a comment. Where is your dream place to work? Yeah, I'll be looking at your response in the comment section. Like, go and leave a comment. Yes, pause this video. Leave a comment. Thank you. Everybody knows that one of the places I want to work outside of Paystack is Netflix, and it's because I'm so obsessed with your culture of freedom and responsibility. Freedom to do the right things and responsibility to take ownership of the things that you're doing. And I think that that's a very pivotal core for a company culture, and that's half of what I'm talking about today. How to build an exciting place to work. Okay, this is where you grab a bottle of water or drink or whatever you want to keep you company. When I was at Cowrywise, which a lot of people know, one of my mantra, I think even my major mantra, was building the best place to work, and some pictures will come up here. I'd like to think that I did that successfully, because alongside the accolades and awards, there were outstanding results of the culture that I built at Cowrywise. I mean, in 2022, Cowrywise was ranked as one of the top 10 startups to work in Nigeria by LinkedIn out of over 500 startups. And I went to Big Cabal Media, replicated the same model. So, and yeah, if you've bought my ebook, How to Do HR in Nigeria, there's an expanded version in the ebook. But yeah, because I'm generous, I'm here to give you guys free version. So let's get into it. How to be best place to work, or how to be an amazing place to work. The first thing is that you should realize that people are the culture owners. People talk about culture in an abstract form, and culture is abstract. Remember, in social studies, what is culture? Culture is the total way of life. So what is workplace culture? Workplace culture is the total way people live life at work. So when you think about how people live life at work, for example, can an intern send a message to a CEO on Slack? That's culture. Or is it a place where an intern has to go to the manager? No. Has to go to the associates. The associate will now go to manager. Manager will now go to HOD. HOD will now go to the CEO. I promise you, there's nothing bad in both scenarios, right? It just means that one culture is very free and the other one is very compartmentalized or brick and mortar, right? Think about what happens at lunch. Is it a place where managers sit one side when they are eating lunch, and interns sit, and I'm using manager as intern because that's the largest disparity in terms of power closeness that I can use to illustrate my point, right? So those are the minor things that make up the culture. It's very important that you make people culture owners. Let people live and breathe the culture. Either it is your core values, either it's your day-to-day interactions. Some of you don't even know your core values. Yes, I'm talking to you. Do you know your company core values? Do you? Yeah, you that are watching this. Some of you, it's not even your fault that you don't know your company core value. Your founder just woke up something and say, these are our core value: honesty, integrity, communication, collaboration. How was that even formed? One of the exciting things that we do at HR Clinic is that we do a culture audit, culture framework, and help organizations develop core values that reflect who they are and who they are looking forward to being. Yeah, so it's very important that you make people your culture owners. It is not your job as the founder or your job as the HR to carry culture on your head. It's actually the people's job. Number 2, psychological safety is key. It's very important that people feel safe in your organization, that people don't feel like, what they say, that there is freedom of speech, but there is no freedom of the consequence after speech. Yes, so you champion freedom of speech, but what happens after the freedom of speech has been expressed? Is there a consequence? Is there a bad consequence? Should people be worried that they expressed themselves? You know, maybe at a town hall, a public channel, a general meeting, or do people genuinely feel safe about talking about how they feel? One of the most hilarious things that has happened in one of the places I work, we serve lunch, is when two of my favorite colleagues, interestingly, came to say, HR, you gave us food without protein. He's like, you will change vendor. It's not very hilarious, but the fact that people could come to complain to HR about something as minor as getting served lunch that did not have protein just showed how very relaxed and psychological safe the environment was, right? I mean, of course, all of us laughed about it and said, oh, they should go and buy chicken if they want to eat and everything. But I'm just driving a major point home. There was something hilarious that we talked about at my current place of work very recently. It was like, if everybody see what everybody is earning, would the company scatter? Right, I'm not saying that you should show what everybody people are earning. I've just used two very interesting topics, food and money, to make my point. Again, how psychologically safe are people in your organization? The third element of building a great place to work is letting people do good work. People want to do good work. We want to earn money, yeah, that's fine. But people genuinely want to do good work. People want to take ownership of what they do. Stop building scam companies. Stop telling us you are banking the unbanked. We are tired. And if you are really banking the unbanked, then let people in your company that is banking the unbanked do good work. Let people do measurable work. Let people do work that they can go back to say, oh my God, I designed the landing page. Oh my God, I wrote the copy for this campaign. Do not hire people and not give them work. Or do not hire people and give them so much work that they don't even know what they are doing in your company. I mean, except you're an HR who wakes up and don't know what they will face that day. I think that is very important that people can wake up in your organization and have a clear idea of what solutions they are bringing to the table and how their solution is helping the company achieve business goals. So yeah, let people do good work. The next point, I cannot talk about building a great culture without talking about remuneration and compensation. And hey, I'm not saying pay people beyond your budget. Be very honest about your ability to pay, about what to pay, and about the variance of benefits that is on the table. Some benefits don't cost a lot of money. Some benefits actually don't cost money. E.g., a no meeting day. A day where people don't have meeting. E.g., a wellness day during the month. A day where people can decide to take meetings or not to take meetings. Maybe it costs you in terms of time, but it doesn't cost anything numerically. A birthday allowance that is 10% of net pay. An anniversary allowance. I've been giving you guys free tips already. But yeah, always think about compensation beyond money. What are the things that you can offer to your employees? Like we used to say, what are the things that you can offer to your employees to make them happy to come to work? Yeah, money is very important. But what's more important than money is that people feel recognized and appreciated. I would say that again. Money is very important. But what's more important than money is that people feel recognized and appreciated. So yeah, create that reward system today. It's not all about money sometimes. It's very important that leaders, managers, management realize how much of impact they have in building the best place to work. So if you're a leader, this is for you. Leaders are champions of what the organization looks like. And an illustration I love to use all the time is when I was at a certain workplace and I wanted to champion the culture of rest. The two co-founders, very workaholic people, attended a federal university that like work. So all they do is work. So I remember that I told the CEO one day that, sir, you don't come to the office tomorrow. If you come, I'll call your wife. And he thought I was joking. And I called his wife, right? And then, at some point after a meeting, I said, you people need to go on leave. If you don't go on leave, people will not go on leave. And they thought I was joking, right? And the CTO, very great family man, went on leave, went to an European country, 3 weeks, came back very refreshed. So I told the CEO that, CEO, your CTO has gone on leave. Do you like work or do you like rest? And then, it took 3 days, just 3 days, 3 days off. Wednesday to Friday, we didn't see him in the office. Like, is this person not come to the office? Said, yes, wow, what a surprise. Guess what? When both of them came back from leave, at least 5 team leads went on leave in the space of 2 months. And because the 5 team leads went on leave, everybody then started to go on leave. This was a company that for the first 12 months that I joined the company, nobody went on leave. So yeah, that was the policy. But it was also very important that the leaders championed the culture of rest. For you, it might not be culture of rest, it might be hard work, it might be showing up in meetings, it might be showing up punctual in meetings. You must turn on your camera in meeting, but your CEO is not on your camera. So who will turn up the camera, right? So it's very important that leaders embody the values that you want the organization to display. Continuously sell your vision to people and remind them that they are doing great work. This it's almost sounds like the point I made about letting people do great work, but people that can do great work and they might not know how great the work they are doing. So for example, someone can be a designer and all he does is design landing pages. But when you let the person know that the landing page that he designed got over 200,000 clients or 200,000 customers, the person then feels important. The person feels like, oh my God, okay, so I'm just designing a landing page. I'm designing a landing page that 100,000 people are visiting every day. If I was the designer, I would take my work more seriously because I then begin to look at the big picture of what my work looks like. So do great work and remind people continuously that they are doing great work. This is, like I said, in its bit. If you want an expanded version of this, please spend my ebook, How to Do HR in Nigeria. Either you find a leader, I think that you find the ebook very helpful. But yeah, these are the core things that I've applied that's helped me build great culture everywhere I've worked. And I'm very sure if you apply this in an expanded version, research more about all these things, you would be able to build a great place to work. And if you need a further career consultation, you can stop by Luminous Consult or HR Clinic. We'll be glad to provide the services and answer all the questions you might have. Till my next video, where I am sure I'll not be discussing HR. See you.